Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we are back with the next episode of Attack on Titan, episode 10.
Número 10.
Man,
we made it.
This is we made it to 10. We still got like 100 something to go, but 10's a big number.
100 something?
I think there's like 150-ish. I don't know 100%.
We're 1% of the way there.
Yeah. No, it's more than that. But
is it more?
Yeah, it's more like 7% or 6 something.
I told you my math's not the best.
It's all good. It's all good. But another crazy cliffhanger. We know. So basically, Eren's also a Titan, but we think maybe through the injection.
Yeah, because his dad
did something to him.
Up.
Yeah, he hooked him up in a lot of ways. Or he was somehow he had it in him from a child, and that's the only way the combination of the two work.
Right.
But then it's like when he converts to Titan, it's like, is he only like in the head? Is that why as a skeleton he could be able to still move and survive? Right. But then they always regenerate. So maybe he starts off as a skeleton and then all the rest of the parts slowly go back.
And you brought a good point up on the last episode. This was his first time.
Yeah, consciously doing it,
activating it on his own.
to know to bite himself.
Yeah, like.
He's like, I need like something. Well, my arm got bit off. So maybe that's like something.
He connected it.
Yeah.
Could be. But yeah, that was his first time. That was his first time going Titan, right? Going to Titan Eren. Go Titan.
It was cool to see Titan Eren. Go Titan.
But that was his first time. So maybe he didn't, and it was very instinctually. So?
Yeah, instinctively.
Instinctively.
Yeah.
How he did it because there was a cannon shooting at him, so it was kind of like a quick
fight or flight.
Yep. And so maybe he wasn't able to fully convert into Titan, which that's a point you brought up that I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
So
but the fact that his dad gave it to his son, but it isn't given to like all these soldiers as like a way to like combat, then there's probably either Eren is unique that he can get it, or there's these crazy side effects and his dad just saw it as like a last resort. Or it ties back to having that key somehow.
Yeah.
The key, I think it's a symbolism, like don't forget me and come back to the cell and everything, but it may mean more.
Well, and then there definitely has to be some connection. Do you remember? I think it was episode 1. It was episode 1 where they're like at the dinner table. This is when we still thought Mikasa and Eren were related.
Which, to be fair, I can see why we
thought
get confused. Yeah.
So, and then she kind of throws him under the bus, like they're having dinner, and he wants to be a cadet. Join. Yeah, wants to be a cadet or whatever. Wants to join, and then they're like,
he's like, what?
So I wonder if the dad knew he should not join the cadets, or
for that reason. Like, you're more important than that.
Right.
But he had no choice because they got attacked.
True.
So, and maybe the dad had an idea that the attack was imminent.
The dad's still alive though, right?
I would assume so.
Around.
We just haven't really seen him. But I think, and the reason why everything was so vague, how he just like woke up and the story just kept going after that, it's because he gave him that stuff to make him forget.
Right.
Which is why we as viewers were like, what's the whole thing with the key? Like, what happened with that story? Like, he hasn't even mentioned it because he kind of forgot that. But I think,
as a dad, I can imagine leaving for like 5 years.
Dude,
while my kids went to training and
that's hard.
Became soldiers. And
but
where is he? Did he go out for milk?
Yeah, he went to go get some milk, some leche, really far away. But I think that he knew he has to somehow also know where the origin of Armored and Colossal. That story. So maybe he's fighting a bigger fight somewhere. Right. He's a mad scientist. Who knows?
Also, as we get into this episode, episode 10, in episode 9 we were introduced to Levi, so I'm a little more interested. I'm interested to see if we get a little more.
We got like a little bit of introduction. I'm assuming that was too big of an introduction for him to then just go away and then not to come back to it. And a rule of thumb, sometimes it doesn't always apply. If they go to the links of putting their name in the subtitles, I'm like, okay, he has to mean something. He's not just soldier. You did mention
that, yeah. You did mention that.
But that doesn't mean they're going to be a regular, because we've seen like half the crew die that we met. Like a lot of Marco, Annie, like all these other Franz or I forgot half their names already. But the
Berloff.
Yeah, right. I forget his name.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is like we get their names, but then they end up dying a few episodes later anyway. But anyway, I'm excited to check this one out. Big cliffhanger, so I'm hoping we get a little bit more exposition. They tell us a little bit more about the origin of the story, about his ability.
Right, and that serum.
But I already know with the show, and people have been telling us over on Discord, like you get one thing answered and you can get 10 new ones, 10 new questions. And that's exactly what's been happening. So like as much as I'm interested about how he does that, I know they're going to just throw a whole new confusion to us. So.
Now I will say to you people watching on Discord and commenting, thank you for using the spoiler
tags. Yeah, no spoilers here. You just scroll away. I'm glad you do.
Yeah.
Some people just be like, oh, click.
Let their what is it? Their mind wander. Just
exactly. All right, we're gonna hop in. Consider subscribing to our channel, and also if you want the full uncut reaction, it is over on our Patreon, as well as early access. You want to check that out?
All right, let's do it.
Let's hop in.
In the year 845, two terrifying new breeds of Titan appeared. Cadet Eren Yeager tragically consumed early on in the battle.
Yeah, I forgot. He has no recollection of it.
Right.
So that's another interesting
Well, he doesn't have a recollection, but he remembered at least what his dad told him.
Right.
Which was enough to make him try to convert to a Titan.
The response, the struggle for trust.
One more time!
Oh, it's a little
backtrack. Are you a human being or a Titan?
Maybe it gives a little more backstory. You got the answer you wanted, and then
he's gonna kill him anyway.
I watched those monsters eat my squad.
Man,
I
he's
saw
losing
my friends die. All I could think was, better you than me.
Wow.
But soon, my number will be up too. I don't want to be eaten. Hey,
oh, jeez.
Keep it together, okay? You're not alone, you know. We're all fighting back our fear.
As if the situation isn't bad enough already. If they knew about Eren.
They're about to find out.
Oh, I was gonna say, are they gonna hear the cannon shot?
Cannon fire?
Yep.
But why just one shot?
Look! Smoke! It's inside the wall!
So they, sort of.
Yeah, they're gonna know it's him.
Did it bust down the water gate? Maybe they set off a shell by accident. But then, why is there so much smoke?
Not now. Is that Titan steam?
Get a higher vantage point.
Yeah.
They're gonna stay at the top of his head.
They're all gonna see.
God, that's freaky looking too. Dude, she's chilled.
Yeah.
Don't mess with them. Dang, that's crazy
maybe
looking.
he didn't fully convert because you still see them bones. Like the purple flowers.
Wow. Is it falling apart? What's going on? Could he not stay up?
Alive! Captain Foreman!
Let's see what it does. Maintain your distance.
Oh, this is his
He could strike at any time.
opportunity to act as a friendly.
Get that cannon reloaded.
Oh, you see the inside. Oh. See? So he's still
Controlling
intact.
it, yeah. Now he's conscious of it.
He's gonna pop out of the back.
He realizes it now.
Is he gonna die and fall over?
No, he's gonna go back in and own it.
I know I heard them fire their cannon at us, and then blast
Different vantage points of the situation.
Apparently, we're now in the innards of a giant skeleton.
Eren did this for us, Armin.
She understands.
That's all we need to understand for now.
See?
Those flowers weren't there before. How did they?
Armin! Mikasa!
Interesting.
How'd you? I don't know! But look, it's already starting to vaporize just like the corpse of a Titan. Hard to tell if they're watching and waiting, or just totally dazed. I'm sure once the smoke clears, they'll resume the attack. After seeing this, I think we've blown any hope of reasoning with them.
Yeah.
The cellar.
Let's go back.
I'm starting to remember.
There you go.
This key.
What I've
My
always
father said
wanted.
I'd have to go back there. Everything hinged on it. If I can make it back to our cellar, I might learn the Titan's secrets.
There's Colossal and
See? But he didn't really transform.
Why did he keep this stuff secret? How many thousands of scouts have already died because my father didn't share this information?
Right. He was too young at the time, though.
Chance humanity has.
Well, for him, he was too young. We couldn't give it to other army.
Hidden away under our house this entire time. Where have you been these last 5 years?
Getting milk.
Eren.
milk.
We have other business to do.
I'm glad he has the same questions I do.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, Mikasa is like...
clearing. As soon as you see it, blast it before it gets.
Hold your fire!
He's giving him more cover to escape.
Yeah.
I'm getting out of here.
Oh, did they stay, you think?
Anywhere but here. Then I head over the wall and straight to Shiganshina. But I'll have to become a Titan again.
Oh.
You can transform it, Will. It's hard to put into words, but it was like reflexive, see? In that moment, my mind subconsciously focused on stopping the cannonball. It only had the endurance to meet that task.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Next time I'll be stronger.
Once he
I'll
learns
be
to
a
fully
15-meter
convert.
high Titan Slayer just like I was before.
Oh, he's bleeding.
Your nose is...
Oh, does it hurt him every time he does it? Maybe?
Your breathing
You
is
think-
erratic and you're pale.
You can only
As
convert.
things stand, my health is irrelevant. You two could make it out of here alive if you stop trying to protect me.
Mikasa's not gonna go for that.
Doing this on my own from this point forward.
No, you can't go rogue.
Right.
I'm coming too.
Yep.
No way.
I plan to follow you whether you give me permission to or not. I swear.
I'm not your little brother, and I'm not some snot-nosed toddler.
Special yeast is produced only within wall Sina. By placing the yeast in storage sheds and tents containing things like fodder, wheat, and soybeans, spoilage is dramatically slowed. Oh. So that's how they're doing it without like having ice and refrigeration. They're using yeast.
Okay.
I guess it's good to know now for later on.
There's a reason. Oh, the plants. Remember the flowers that weren't there before?
Right.
I wonder if that's why.
Establishing multiple storage plants that utilize this yeast has been humanity's supply strategy for retaking Wall Maria.
I'll be honest, I'm lost on why we're getting this information.
Establishing multiple storage plants. Oh, storage plants. Like, not a plant,
Gotcha.
but plants.
Yeah, like the ones there.
So all these, they hold yeast. Yeah, gotcha. That makes sense. Context is everything.
Still don't know why we're getting that bit of.
It's like instead of, they're telling us before we need to know.
The
I guess.
cannon is almost reloaded for the next attack.
What were you calling Titan Eren last
Rico.
2 episodes ago? That's what his name is.
Is it really?
I think that's where he got it probably. Let's look.
Captain Vorman, the cannon is almost
Or
reloaded.
her name.
Her name.
We're ready, sir.
funny
What are
you
your
caught that.
orders for the next attack?
He is.
All troops will await my signal.
Yes, sir.
The garrison regiment isn't ready to assault our position yet. If they were, Mikasa would have reacted faster than a stray cat. I would assume they have a well-trained artillery crew above
Man,
us.
Armin.
That cannon ought to be reloaded in the next 20 seconds. Why am I thinking of that at a time like this? Is it because this is the end for us?
You're part of the game plan, bro.
At the moment of truth, I was a coward. I can't count the number of times they've come to my rescue.
Oh, this is a turning
I
point
was
for him,
always
maybe.
so weak. I could never reciprocate the favor.
Use your smarts.
I still haven't earned the right to think of myself as their equal. I'm afraid this might be the last time the three of us will ever be together.
That's where his head's going at.
Listen,
Going
I
to.
Wait a second, would you? If you recall,
Man, that
I
was
said
a
I
great-
had two ideas. Armin, I trust you to make the right decision.
What?
Now hear me out. The best case scenario, I try to use my Titan ability strategically under military direction.
Let's stay.
But if you think you can convince the garrison regiment, right here and now, that I present no threat to them, I'll trust you and we'll go with that option.
This is his chance.
If you don't think you can get it done, then my last resort is the first idea. You've got 15 seconds to decide. Think you can get it done?
Man, the pressure.
Right?
Why would you leave such a major decision up to me? Because you keep a level head. You always choose well, no matter how ugly things get. I figure that's worth relying on. If you hadn't gone to Mr. Hannes for help, Mikasa and I would have been eaten by the Titans.
He's like mind blown.
Yeah. I just want to point out it's been more than 15 seconds at this point.
You don't think
Right.
I'm a poor excuse for a friend?
He needed a pep talk.
Which Eren's always great at those.
Armin, our time's up.
Artillery crew has reloaded, Captain. It's your call, sir.
I've
He's
seen
gonna do
my
it.
hands,
Yeah.
and I have complete trust in the two of them.
I will persuade them, trust me. You two just act as non-aggressively as you possibly can, agreed?
Nice. All right, Armin, what do you got? Tell them that it might be their only chance to defeat the Titans.
First appeared and fought as a Titan. I haven't had a chance to collect my thoughts yet, but I can do this.
Oh, he's dropping his...
Halt! Halt! Is this supposed to be a true form, monster? I don't buy it! I'll give the signal to fire! I mean it!
Eren is not a foe of humanity! We're willing to cooperate with military command and share everything we've learned about his powers!
Your pleas fall on deaf ears! If you insist he's not an enemy of ours, show me proof! Otherwise we'll blast him back to whatever nightmare he crawled out of!
You don't need any proof!
Here we got
The fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter what we perceive him to be! The reports say hundreds of soldiers saw him. And those who were there say they saw him fighting other Titans. That means they saw him get swarmed by the Titans as well. The Titans saw him the same way they see each and every human being as their prey. That is an irrefutable fact.
Chills. I'm convinced.
Oh,
Kids got a point.
There you go.
Prepare to attack!
He's just
Don't let
unhinged.
yourself be swayed by his cunning lies! The Titan's behavior has always been beyond our comprehension. I wouldn't put it past him to assume human form.
They're not believing that.
In an attempt to deceive us.
yeah. Oh, come on. Somebody's gotta.
It's hopeless.
No, someone's gonna
Let logic
speak
give
up.
in to hysteria.
Right.
Too frightened to think it through.
They're like, it's okay. This is gonna work.
I am a soldier, and I have dedicated my heart to the restoration of humanity, sir.
He's gonna. Oh, that's gonna get through to him.
Yeah.
If
Reciting
we were
there.
to use his Titan ability and combine it with the manpower we have left,
Shot.
I believe we can do it. We can retake this city. I will advocate his strategic value.
Nice.
Oh, dude.
Captain Foreman, his words are worth considering, sir. Maybe we should...
Quiet!
Come on. Hopefully he senses
Don't
that.
let their words sway you. I swore an oath as an officer. I will crush all insubordination.
Someone's gonna stop him.
Yes, somebody has to.
That's enough.
Oh.
Oh, right.
You should really do something about your nervous disposition, Captain Foreman.
Who's this?
Is it like his general? Oh,
Commander
yeah.
Pixis,
There's Commander.
The guy that was playing
can
chess.
you not see this soldier's heartfelt salute? I've
Disguise.
only just arrived, but I'm
Yeah.
quite aware of our situation. I think we could at least do these young soldiers the favor of hearing them out.
Man.
More level-headed.
I bet he knows who Eren is.
You think so? You think he has some relation with the dad?
According
Maybe.
to reports from the Scout Regiment,
Oh,
it
this
was
is new.
anticipated that the Titans would appear from the south. These reports were proven accurate when the Titans attacked Shiganshina district. It was surmised that their next most likely target would be the fortified city of Trost,
Which they did.
on the southern side of Wall
5 years
Rose.
later. They move slow.
Yeah.
Dot Pixis, the commanding officer responsible for the Southern Territory. The man given full authority over preserving humanity's most vital remaining territory.
Eaten by a Titan wouldn't be so bad if it was a sexy lady one.
The man also notorious for being genuinely eccentric.
Just want to say I don't think I've seen a sexy lady
To the
Titan.
commander's head.
He's well known for taking a less traditional approach.
So, visiting this cellar should clear everything up?
Yes, sir.
For the moment, there is no way to validate all of the claims you've made. I can usually tell the difference between the unctuous and the sincere, which is why I personally guarantee your safety.
Nice.
You mentioned a plan to harness this so-called Titan ability, and then utilize your friend's power to retake the city. Do you believe it could work? Or were you grasping at straws to try and save your hides?
A little bit of both.
Both, Commander. I was going to suggest that
You're
Eren,
honest.
using his strength as a Titan, could lift that giant boulder. We could use it to block off the wrecked gate. That was the best idea I was able to come up with on
That's
the
the
spot.
short term.
Granted, I was pretty desperate to survive.
Desperate to survive, huh?
We
That's
need
as
that.
credible a reason as any, son.
Yeah.
What do you say, Cadet Jaeger? That hole, do you think that you could plug it up, son?
I don't know.
He's let me bite my hand real quick.
It's possible. I don't understand my power any more than you do. I sort of feel irresponsible giving you an answer.
Of course,
I
my
feel
apologies.
genuine about it.
I
Yeah.
asked you the wrong question. Are you willing to, Cadet
There you
Jaeger?
go.
Or not?
He's saying for all their sake.
Right.
Wow. Oh, this is the first time we've seen it like this.
Right, like a satellite view of it.
Yeah. Sir, yes, sir.
I'll do it.
That fight in his eyes.
I don't know if I can seal that hole, but I'll do it.
Nice.
That's an Eren answer.
Yeah.
Dang.
Sweet.
All right.
Man.
Dude. Good thing the commander showed up.
Yeah. Well, and I honestly I'd forgotten about him ever since he was playing chess.
Right.
In the inner city.
When he was traveling, so I guess he showed up at the perfect time.
He travels faster than the Titans.
Yeah. I was gonna say, the reason they had the scouts on horses, the except for the abnormals,
right?
They can outrun because they walk fairly slow. I mean, kind of. A horse can outrun them and a horse can run forever.
Right.
The abnormals, though, yeah, that's a little more.
Got a little more.
So they have a 70% or 30% death rate,
which is high.
Which is high, but it's a lot less than like people just in the city sitting ducks, like not trained or whatever.
So we didn't get more of Levi.
We didn't get any more of Levi. He's gonna come back way later, so we'll just keep his name docked.
Notated.
Yeah. So he doesn't quite transform. He does, because before we started the show, I was like, does he become that, or does he somehow generate that outside of him? And he generates it. So he which is almost crazy. That's almost crazier. Than him becoming a Titan, he just becomes the inner computer of a Titan.
Right.
And then it's just he just generates blood, guts, bones, head, eyes, tissue. Everything, muscle tissue, and it becomes a full being. And he can just pop right out of it. He just created a whole thing.
Right, because at the beginning of this episode, when he's still in there, but then it kind of brings me back to that question of when he was in that first Titan, he was like fully submerged, invested in it, right?
Inside the neck.
Yep, and then in this one, when he converted to this one to protect Mikasa and Eren or Armin, he didn't fully convert, and he was still able to open his eyes and kind of see, be kind of conscious and aware of what he did in a way, but still not knowing how he did it.
Right.
So what does when he completely grasps how to convert and
I guess I know what you're saying.
The power.
Is it because was he able to keep his consciousness a little bit because he didn't fully generate the Titan, or was it that's his second try at doing it, and it was his first time doing it on purpose, so he's learning to control. So I would think eventually he can get to the point where he can generate a full Titan and have full consciousness at the same time.
You think in that full consciousness, you think he'll be able to speak to the humans?
That's a 50-50. I'm not sure.
Maybe he can go in, because again here in this scenario, he can go into transforming into a Titan with knowing what his task or his duty is. In this case, plug up that hole.
Yeah.
Versus, does he just convert? Can't communicate with anybody, because that's going to be the big issues. If he can't communicate with anybody, he converts. How does he tell them I'm going here to do this? At
minimum, he controls the generation of this new Titan. He can control it, so he knows before, this is what you're going to do. But then once he becomes the Titan, does he understand them? Maybe he still does, but he can't just communicate anything back.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I don't think it'll ever be like him just regular talking. He may be able to utter words.
Yeah.
Basic words. If he has full control of it.
Yeah, I think as long as he can point direct what he wants to do, it might be beneficial. But
so we notice a weakness, because it's kind of OP, but not really. But
right.
I mean, because there's so many other Titans. So on the one hand, whenever he escaped or came out of the Titan Eren the first time, he was barely can stand, and super dizzy, and obviously his memory was foggy. So he didn't physically, he was weak, and even later, because he said, "I'm too weak to even stand." Then he converted again, not fully. Maybe he was also tired. Whenever he stopped, his nose was bleeding and he was pale. So it's not like he can. Because then what I was thinking, he could just
on command and
boom, Titan Eren, you fight a few of them, then he gets weakened, so he just pop out, run a few feet away, pop up another Titan Eren and start fighting again, and just keep doing it over and over and over.
Yeah, it's it has a lifespan, almost like in a video game. It's, your health meter is here.
You have to let it regenerate.
Yep.
Yeah. He has to like recover all that stuff.
Man.
So so it makes it from keeping it from being a little bit too powerful. But still, it's pretty crazy to have just something that big already on their side.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel
he
like
was strong. He was like beating because he had hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, and he was
taking them all out. I mean, it was rage.
Right.
But like
rage fueled.
I think he might be strong enough that if there's another attack of the Titans, that between him and all the troops with the what do they call them? The OBMs? What are they called?
Oh, the OD.
ODMs?
I think so. ODM, omnidirectional aptitude machine or something like that.
Yes. So I think between the two of them, like they can probably take them, a lot of them, if not all of them, down. I don't know how many come in at once, but
could you imagine Eren as a Titan with those?
Dude, they need to make humongous ones.
Bro.
Dang. If they made him like massive size ODMs, he's like flying around with that thing, bro. That's like
nuts.
The Titans would just turn around and run the other way. Like, we're out.
That would be wild. Hey, there's also something about when he converts. I don't know what it is. It's remember those purple flowers that
right
Armin points out that weren't there before.
Right. So what's that mean?
What's up with that?
Is that like maybe that's supposed to represent life that exudes somehow?
Yeah,
like he
like I'm Titan form, but I'm still kind, nice.
That or like there was nothing there. It was just dead, nothing.
Grass,
right?
Dirt.
And like he became Titan, and like he exudes, like he like his life force, his life energy went into the Titan, and a piece of that he lost a piece of it, and then it fell or something, it fell into the ground, and a flower bloomed from it. It's like pure life force created that flower. I don't know. That's like it's mean something,
right? It has to.
The fact that he called it out.
For sure.
So we need to highlight that
and glad we finally got some answers around that key, and hopefully in the next few episodes we're gonna find out more once they're able to get back to the cellar.
Yeah, big time. That's me.
Shiganashi? Is that
something like that? Shiganashi, like the original place that was attacked.
Yep.
Which I may have like even written down what it was called.
They said it again this episode, but
we should have written it. Yeah. But
Shiganshi, something like that.
But anyway,
cool.
That's good. We're learning a little bit more.
Yes.
They let us rest. They didn't give us like a crazy
exactly
cliffhanger. They're like, we'll give y'all a breather. But I'm curious now. It's like a whole new training.
Right.
How to control the Titan. That's gonna be fun to see.
Yeah.
Especially because right now the only 2 times we've done it, it's been under duress and like adrenaline. He has to be able to do it, like biting himself, getting shot.
His own.
He has to be able to be like. Poof.
Yeah, a more controlled transformation.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while probably too, and he has to keep his conscious mindset.
Yeah,
but I'm glad the commander came and is on his side.
What is his name? Pixis.
Pixis, and then Captain Warner, something like that.
Captain Warner was the one that was
losing his mind.
Yeah,
he needs to take a seat.
Needs to retire.
Yeah.
Get a pension and just be
a pension of like 5 pieces of potato
and 2 loaves of bread.
Yeah, just call it a day. All right, well that's all I got. A lot of fun. So if you enjoyed that, consider subscribing to our channel. The full uncut reactions over on our Patreon. You can also check out early access videos if you want to look ahead. Otherwise, we'll be back next week with episode 11. Dang. I'm excited, man. These have been a lot of fun.
Amount of fingers.
And then you gotta generate a new one.
Imagine one just pops out.
Oh, bro, that would be freaking.
Can the editors do that?
Yeah, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Maybe one day.
One day
we'll make it look super fake.